Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Hamish Hodder, and if you don't already know me, I run an investing, entrepreneurship, and personal finance YouTube channel. A lot of the videos are on investing and how you can invest your money with very little risk and not limit the amount of returns that you're going to get. And we also do videos on other topics such as entrepreneurship and saving money and how you can grow your wealth and become more financially independent, I guess. And today I just wanted to talk about how I've come into this financial YouTube community. I'm going to start off by talking about some of the YouTubers that really inspired me to get into doing YouTube. There was a couple of YouTubers who I watched for a couple of years and then eventually decided that I wanted to do this myself. And now, being a part of the community, there is a lot of financial channels that I watch, and I just want to talk a little bit about them as well. And lastly, I just want to spend a small amount of time talking about collaborations and how powerful collaborations can be. If you are interested in learning about investing and entrepreneurship and that sort of thing, I recommend that you subscribe. It helps me out so much when you guys subscribe, and it's been so great seeing this community grow. We're really close to 100 subscribers, and I know that might not seem like a lot to anyone else, I mean, especially compared to some of the other bigger YouTubers, but to me it means a lot every single time I get a new subscriber. It's really great, and it makes me feel good to see people in the comments saying that I'm helping them and people emailing me and that sort of thing, and it's just been a really great journey so far, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I plan on going and helping a lot more people in the future. So YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for a very long time. I'm a huge fan of YouTube. I think it's a really great place to learn things, to be entertained, and not only just to learn things and to be entertained separately, but to learn things and be entertained at the same time. And I think that's really great. I mean, you can pick up a book and read, or you can read through some articles and do Google searches, but to be entertained at the same time as learning something that you're passionate about, is really, really awesome. And I think the platform is just absolutely amazing. And before the last couple of years, I used YouTube mostly to watch things like video games and that sort of thing, and just sort of random videos. And more recently, I've been discovering the educational side of YouTube. Been watching more debates. I'm really into politics, so I watch a lot of politics stuff, and of course the financial stuff, which I started getting into a few years ago. And it's just really great that YouTube has the entertainment side where you can watch like prank videos and comedy and that sort of thing. And there's also some real knowledge to be learned, and a lot of people who want to teach people what they've got to say, like myself. So basically, I started watching financial videos to learn about the stock market myself. I'd already learned a little bit about the stock market, and I read a lot of books and that sort of thing, and I'd tried investing, but I wanted to use YouTube to get different perspectives and see what other people were saying, and also just to discover new stocks, because those videos that people put out, stocks to watch, stocks to buy, and that sort of thing, they're really powerful at giving you a broad perspective of what businesses there are out there and sort of letting them come across your radar, because a lot of the time you just don't know about the stocks, so therefore you can't research into them, and you just have to come across it for you to go, oh, that's actually quite interesting, and then you look into the numbers and it turns out that it's a really great company. So that's initially what I used YouTube for, and there was a couple of main YouTubers that I watched at the start. The first couple was Jeremy from the Financial Education channel. I think he might have been the very first. It was either him or Ryan Scribner. Both of those I watched very early on. And the one that actually inspired me to start looking into becoming an entrepreneur and that sort of thing, and taking on making money for myself more seriously, was actually Graham Stephan. Even though I'm not that into real estate, or I am into real estate, but in Melbourne it's very expensive to get into real estate, so it's pretty tricky. And of course I'm pretty young, so I don't have a lot of money available to me. But his videos were just pretty inspiring, and some of his videos are not the videos that aren't about real estate specifically, the ones that are just him talking about making something of yourself and going after things that you want. They were really inspiring. And so that's where I got the motivation from, sort of. But Jeremy's channel, the financial education channel, and Brian's channel, they really showed me that it was possible. And they weren't the catalyst for it. There was actually one more channel that was the catalyst for it, and that was the Aussie Wealth Creation YouTube channel. And that's Brandon's channel. And basically, this was the first like Aussie investing channel I'd come across, and it was really cool to see that someone not from the United States or Canada was doing this. Someone from my own country was doing it. And I actually subscribed to him when he had about 100 subscribers, which is crazy to think because I think he's almost at 7,000 now. And I watched him for a very long time, and I thought his videos were really engaging and they were really great. And he was the first person who really showed me that it was possible, I think. And it was because two things. Because one, he was Australian, and I think you can just relate to that. I could relate to that a little bit better. And the second thing was that I subscribed so early on that I actually got to see him grow from like very low triple-digit subscribers up to almost 10,000 now he's got in about a year, or a bit over a year, I think. And that was really inspiring to me, and that's what got me starting my YouTube channel, which I started, 3 months ago? 3 months ago now, I think, just coming up on 3 months. So yeah, so it's really great that those were the initial channels that I watched, and the ones that really got me thinking that maybe I can provide some value to the people watching YouTube out there as well. So of course, since starting my YouTube channel, I've become a lot more active in the community. I love watching all of the other finance videos and commenting and engaging with different people who are sharing their perspectives on YouTube, because for some reason, before I got into this, I just had this view that YouTube was just these big YouTubers, kind of like TV networks that were just sort of these big, 100,000K subscriber channels, and that was it. And I never really saw all the smaller channels. I never saw the channels that had 10,000. I never saw the channels that had 1,000 or 500. And when I became a part of the community and started engaging with this, I realized how big this community really is. It's a huge spectrum of people, from channels as small as mine, less than 100 subscribers at the moment. If you're watching this and I have more than 100 subscribers, then hit the like button, because obviously I've moved on a little bit more from then. But yeah, like there's 100 subscribers, 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. There's just a broad spectrum of people sharing their opinions on investing, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. And I just want to talk a little bit about some of the specific ones that I'm subscribed to and the ones that I watch regularly. So besides the ones that I've mentioned already, I watch all their videos, of course. I also watch Invest with Sven, and I think he's from the Netherlands. And he does really, really great in-depth analysis videos, and they're really interesting. And yeah, I've been watching him for a long time too. Some of the other ones I watch: Nate O'Brien, The Monk Way, Brandon Beavis Investing. I've been talking to him a little bit on Instagram, and it's great that people like him will interact with you, even though I have 80 subscribers at this point. It's great that people like him will interact with me and sort of encourage me to keep making videos and that sort of thing, and it's really inspiring to have people like that in the community. And I hope that one day, when I have a few thousand, if I can get to that, that I can help these smaller channels grow, because I know how important it is to me that these channels interact with me. A couple others are Nicholas J. Paris, Phil Town's videos. I love Phil Town. I've read all of his books. His investing philosophy is very similar to mine. If you're interested in my investing philosophy, I've got a low-risk stock market investing series on my channel. You should check that out. It's really great. And lastly, Whiteboard Finance. So there's some of the other smaller channels, I guess, that I watch on a regular basis and interact with the most on YouTube. I'll link all of these channels in the description. However, I have a feeling that a lot of my subscribers and my viewers have come across from these channels, and I think that's really great that people subscribe to a bunch of different finance channels, because especially in finance, there's the core information that's going to be pretty solid, like what's a PE ratio, what do the growth numbers mean, that sort of thing. But when it comes down to looking at individual stocks and that sort of thing, it's really opinionated, and it's really good to get a broad opinion and not just listen to one YouTuber and just copy them or just follow their advice. It's really good to get a broad opinion and think, all right, which of these values align most with my values, and take a little bit from this YouTuber and a little bit from that, and then build my own investing philosophy. And that's sort of what I've done as well. So that's a really good idea to have a broad opinion across many different YouTube channels. And lastly, I just want to touch on collaboratives. And I've seen a couple of like Ryan and Nate and Brandon and Whiteboard Finance. A few of these have done collaboratives, and I think it's really awesome that they're willing to come together and share ideas and make videos together. And I hope that one day I can be a part of some of these, because I would love to meet some of these people and talk to them and, you know, just interact with them. It would be really great. And I think this community is just so powerful, even without collaboratives. Just the ability to comment on YouTube videos and talk to these people on Instagram and that sort of thing, and just share ideas and find people with like common interests. Because I'm not sure about other people out there, but me personally, not a lot of people who I interact with physically are that interested in investing. So I find most of the people that I have common interests with through YouTube, and I think that's really powerful, and it's really inspired me to keep going and become a bigger presence in this community. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't strictly investing or entrepreneurship related today, but I just wanted to sort of have a chat with you guys and talk about the community, because my channel is starting to grow a little bit, even though it's not a lot of subscribers. It's a lot for me, and it is starting to pick up. And I just wanted to talk about the different channels that have helped me get to where I am. Even though it's not that far along, they have helped me a lot to get to where I am. So I just wanted to give them a little bit of credit. And yeah, so if you like the video, make sure you leave a like. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.